Up next, more than 170,000 reports about the domestic violence have been registered by the National Police this year. It is about one-third more than in 2019. The war situation is in Donbas. According to human rights activists, the warfare has seriously aggravated the situation. The social services cannot work effectively along the contact line. Therefore, victims of the domestic violence have no one to ask for protection. More information in the following report.
It was the day after we ran away from home. Everyone is just tired and exhausted.
Oksana Mamchenko and her kids left their own house through the window when the drunken husband started beating them.
I had nothing to live for. If I didn't have children, I would have committed suicide, and that's all.
Oksana came from Kramatorsk, a city in the east of Ukraine. She has 12 children. The youngest is only 4 years old. She lived with her tyrant husband for 18 years. When he started beating her, she hoped that he would change. Then she was afraid to be left alone with children. But after the outbreak of hostilities in Donbas, the situation became unbearable.
He used to work as a plumber. After the war, he started drinking and terrorizing us. If I understood that everything would be worse, then I would have left him earlier.
According to human rights activists, the level of domestic violence increased twice in Donetsk region and more than 3 times in Luhansk region over the past 3 years.
The situation in the east of Ukraine, namely military conflict, significantly aggravated the problem of domestic violence and sexual violence against women. We researched and proven that current legislation and government institutions do not work efficiently and do not provide relevant help to suffered persons.
Every day, the hotline of the Trust Service in Sloviansk receives an average of 15 calls from victims of domestic and sexual abuse.
The situation of violence against women living in the contact line is critical. One can wait police for an hour. Unfortunately, some women can't wait.
In September, President Volodymyr Zelensky signed a decree on urgent measures to prevent and counter domestic violence. The main thing, they say in the National Police, is not to be silent. Be sure to contact the National Police, social services, hotlines, non-governmental organizations, etc. Do not be silent. Police officers, when leaving on call for domestic violence, are authorized to make decisions on the issuance of such a special measure to the offender. The law provides for the issuance of a restraining order. That is, immediately on the spot, a police officer can restrict communication between the victim and the aggressor for 10 days. In case of disobedience of the latter, police officers have the right to use force. In case of repeated violation of the law, there will be criminal liability. Reported by Vadim Kramer, Tetiana Blinova, UATV News.